It is 4:32. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk Live. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. We appreciate your time. Thanks for hanging out. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on Air. It is the first day of fall. Happy fall. Autumn is here, my favorite time of year. I love it. And we have one more guest for you today. We've had such a packed day of interviews here at Central Valley Talk, and I always say we save the best for last. So joining us live in our Tower District studios now is Brittany with Crystals by BK, and you are looking behind you, behind Crystal. What exactly is this? Tell us.
This is a large macrame wall hanging that I made.
It's beautiful.
It's a bunch of knots, yeah.
Tell us, okay, we'll go back to that in a second. Crystals by BK, how long have you been doing this?
I've been wire wrapping, just fiddling around as like an amateur since 2016. I didn't start selling my pieces until 2019. Yeah.
And then the crystals, where do those come in?
So I was always one of those kids that loved crystals. I would always collect rocks when I'd go to the lake, and I'd like put them in my pockets, and then my grandma would find them in all the cup holders of her car, and she'd be like, "Why do you have all these rocks?" And I just was always really fascinated with them because someone, I think it was my science teacher, once told me, he's like, "This is one of the oldest things on this earth. These are millions of years old." And then as I got older and got into yoga and spirituality, like a whole new meaning kind of came forward for crystals. And I just thought, what a cool thing if I can like find a way to make things that are tasteful that put crystals in people's pockets, in people's, lives, basically, just from my own affinity. So I was like, I want everything to have a crystal in it. And then the macrame was kind of a more recent thing, just another intricate craft,
Now, I was reading some stuff on your Instagram, and one of the things that you do is you do kind of a spiritual cleansing before you give the crystals away. Talk about that.
Yeah, so I use sage, and white sage is something that was used by the Native Americans in their shamanistic practices. The white smoke of the sage is believed to be energetically cleansing. So it's like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be within the concepts of good or bad, but like, let's say you have stagnant energy. Maybe you're holding on to a resentment, a grudge, maybe something imprinted on you when you went somewhere that was energetically heavy. Or when I hold the crystal, I might imprint my energy into that. And when I give it to someone new, I want it to be like a blank canvas for them to put intentions into it how they want. So basically you light the sage. You want to make sure there's a window cracked so the smoke can escape. And you basically say intentions. So I'll say, let this stone be cleansed. Allow this to bring healing and positivity into the life of its new owner. Allow any of my energy that's imprinted on this stone to dissipate, and, let this help this person. So, yeah.
Talk about some of your success stories from your clients. Do they contact you and say, hey, you know what? This is helping me in my life?
Yeah. Well, what's cool is that I think that some people like crystals for that reason, and some people it's just an accessory or it's just jewelry. But what's really cool is the custom orders that I get. So, like, for example, I had a friend, Hannah, that had 2 crystals she had been holding on to for a long time, and she wanted me to wrap them for her. Okay. And she gave me artistic freedom. She's like, whatever you think is best. Like, she told me what her intentions were and what she wanted to kind of put into them. And so I just had her in my mind the whole time that I'm like freestyling, making this design I've never done before. And it was a little different than anything I've ever done. And I was like, I don't know if she's going to like it. I like it. And I show her the stones, and she was like, holy shit, I can feel like it's like pulsating energy. Like it was palpable. As soon as she held the crystal, she was like, I feel it. It's already working for me. So it's really special when I feel like I can capture someone's energy kind of in a piece of art. So
we're looking at some of your crystals next to you. I don't know if you can see those. But can you kind of walk us through some of these pictures? Yeah,
so these are fluorite points. I recently I have done all the legitimate business filing in the last year, and so now I can get wholesale. So I started buying a bunch of actual crystals for the people that maybe, you know, are hard workers and don't wear a ton of jewelry, or men that just want stones at home. So this is a fluorite point. Fluorite comes in a bunch of different colors, typically varying in green, blue, and purple. So you'll see that some of them have these like striped effects. It's a really gorgeous stone, and these are just polished on the top, so it's like a half point, and then the bottom is all rough and jagged. Yeah, and these are about, I don't know, maybe a little smaller than a baseball.
So when you do this work, is it really healing for you?
It's very meditative.
Okay.
All of the things that I do, the macrame and the jewelry, they're very intricate. It's very small. I sent him a couple of pictures of some of my more, what we call like heady style wire wrapping, meaning it's supposed to have purpose beyond just jewelry. And I do, like the piece I'm wearing right now, you can see there's like super small little coils, and you're staring at it, and the tips of your fingers get calloused and raw, and you're whittling away for hours and hours to create this one element of a larger structure, you know? Like this is a more minimalistic piece that I do, which these are really popular. These types of pendants of mine sell the most for sure. And then I've got a couple pieces that are, you know, really, really, there's a lot going on. And so while I'm in that phase, I kind of get in this like zone trance state. Like I've had times, not this piece, but another piece I made that's on my Instagram, it's brown. It was like 7 hours of nonstop macrame. Wow. Like 7 hours of just tying knots and like playing music on my Amazon Echo and just like going to town, you know?
Yeah.
And that can be nice to be able to kind of unplug. You get to the point where you are so familiar with your craft that you don't really have to think that deeply, and you just kind of do, you know? So yeah.
Something like this that we're looking at right now, and here's a kind of a zoomed in shot. How much, if somebody is watching today or on our replay and they're thinking, hey, maybe I want this in my house, what's the pricing?
That piece sold for $175.
Wow.
So I try to keep the prices pretty humble. A lot of like macrame artists, you know, will charge more as they gain more exposure and technique and all that. But I always ask people to, like, if someone's doing a custom order, I'll be like, what's your vision? What's your budget? Like, let's work with what you want, and let me see what I can give you for what you're willing to pay. There are definitely certain prices. Like I've done some room dividers that are like they're a pretty penny, you know. It gets up towards like $600 and stuff like that. This piece behind me is $275.
Okay.
So the size and how long it takes me, I calculate materials and time.
Right.
So, yeah.
A year from now, where do you want to be with Crystals by BK?
I'm working on being better about my online presence. I'm a bit of a hippie, and I get a little bit like overwhelmed by trying to be on top of posting every day with social media, and I'm just like, I don't really want to do it, but I know I should.
A social media assistant.
Yeah, there we go. Or like, hire some company to just do posts for me, and I just send them pictures.
Yeah.
That's I need to do that, actually. That's a really good idea. So yeah, my thing is I have been working for a long time to free myself up so I'm not bound to any one location, so I can travel and I can work on the road. And so my goal would be to streamline that process and to work on developing my e-commerce online and building my Etsy and just doing things that allow me to have a further reach and to not be bound to one spot. Yeah.
And I love, this is beautiful. This is I think a video that you posted on your Instagram. What's this?
This is a piece that actually, when I hosted my retreat in Costa Rica, the owner of the retreat center bought this piece. This is labradorite and lapis lazuli wrapped with copper. Okay. And so this is considered like a heady piece, a more intricate, like deep set with intention. Labradorite is a really great stone for divinity. Okay. Lapis lazuli is connected with like throat chakra, so it's about like speaking your truth and expressing authentically, you know, being as genuine as you can. So I also made this piece to be a little bit more masculine. It still ended up in a woman's hands, but I try to make pieces that are very like neutral sometimes, so it can be accessible to men too, and they're not all just like dainty pieces, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
People can learn more on Instagram at Crystals by BK. And then your email is crystalsbybk@gmail.com, right?
Yep.
And if somebody wants a custom design, they just send you an email?
Yep, they can email me or they can contact me on Instagram.
And you're based in Mariposa.
Yeah.
But you can you can ship anywhere.
I can ship anywhere in the world. Macrame pieces, shipping can be expensive,
Okay.
but jewelry is really easy. Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you so
it.
much
Come
for
back
having me.
anytime, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Namaste.
Namaste.
I'm Austin Reed. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on Central Valley Talk.
Have dents or dings that need to be removed from your car? Well, look no further. Here at Say Magnifique, we offer paintless dent repair, interior repair, windshield repair, wheel repair, scratch, and automotive touch-ups. A new headlight restoration system guaranteed to never have your headlights dull again. Say Magnifique is a mobile business, and we'll come to you. Reasonable rates guaranteed. Don't hesitate to call 559-704-7525. That's 559-704-7525. Say Magnifique, your one-stop auto body shop. Aqua Nails Spa is the most luxurious nails and spa salon in Fresno and Clovis. Our staff are friendly, courteous, and highly skilled. Come in and let us pamper you. Located at 1398 Shaw Avenue in Clovis, California, on the southwest corner of Shaw and Sunnyside. Also located at 1850 Herndon Avenue, Suite 111 in Clovis, California.